To remove the hood, carefully push the button on the back side and lift to remove. Position the main control box under the driver's side dashboard on the sidewall. Use the included self-tapping screws to affix it against the plastic wall with the plugs facing up. Make sure to leave enough room to plug in the harnesses at the top. To mount the turn signal switch to the steering column, first remove the metal bracket. Install the turn signal switch on the left side of the steering column. Install the metal bracket on the right side, making sure that the cutout section of the bracket is facing the top. Reinstall the screws, making sure that they are tightened down evenly. Run the connector from the turn signal switch towards the main control box and connect to the mating connector. Mount the horn under the hood utilizing the gold threaded insert on the left side of the frame. Use the included black bolt. If this location is unsuitable, find another bolt under the hood and mount the horn. Now we will install the horn harness. Remove a switch blank from your dashboard and run the wiring harness through it, clipping the rocker switch into place. Test your horn switch to make sure that it moves freely. Route the red and black spade connectors from the horn harness under the dashboard and through the rubber grommet on the firewall. Run the spade connectors up to the horn and connect them to the leads. Make sure to secure this wire away from any hot or moving parts. Remove the seat bottoms and backs by lifting them up and carefully removing. We recommend removing all 4 seats. Remove the 2 rubber seat belt covers by removing the single Torx bolt on each and lifting them off of the seat belts. Next, remove the shifter lever cover by removing the 3 Torx bolts shown. Once you have removed the bolts, you can lift this cover free. Next, we will remove the center tunnel in the front. There are 3 push clips on the passenger side and 2 push clips on the driver's side that need to be removed using a flat blade screwdriver or a pin removal tool. Now that the pins are removed, we can remove the side covers. Remove both side covers by carefully pulling towards you and lifting them free. Now we will remove the rear cup holder assembly by removing the single Torx bolt and the 2 plastic push clips. Now that the fasteners have been removed, we can lift this cover up and off of the machine. Now we will install the long black wire with the 3 bullet connectors and the 3-pin plug on the other side. Starting at the control box, route it up under the dashboard and follow the factory wiring harness through the center tunnel. Make sure to secure this away from any hot or moving parts. Once you reach the rear firewall, route it up under the rubber cover and follow the factory wiring harness through to the back of the machine. Lift the bed and continue following the factory wiring harness along the frame towards the driver's rear taillight. Run the wire under the plastic cover and up into the taillight cavity. We will now remove both side covers from the bed. To do this, open the tailgate and remove the 2 twist pins on each side of the bed near each taillight. Now that the pins have been removed, we can remove the side covers by carefully pushing them towards the rear of the machine. Set these aside. Unclip the factory harness from each taillight by lifting the locking tab and pulling towards you. We will now route the license plate extension wire. Run it down through the driver's side taillight cavity under the plastic cover where we previously routed the long black wire. Follow the factory wiring harness and the long black wire towards the hole on the frame here. Run the wire through both of these holes on the frame and wrap around the support. Then run the wire through the bottom slot on the frame. Pull the wire through the bottom of the frame and up towards the center support. Install your license plate on our LED license plate frame with the top two bolts. Connect the leads on the license plate to the extension wire, red to red and black to black. We will utilize the two slots on the center support and the two holes on the bottom of the license plate frame. Use the two remaining bolts to mount the license plate frame to the center support. Use the included zip tie with the frame lock to secure the license plate wire away from the exhaust or any moving parts. Pull any excess wire from the license plate extension up through the frame and back into the taillight cavity. We will now install the taillight adapter with the long white wire. Route this white wire down through the passenger side taillight cavity under the plastic cover and follow the factory wiring harness over to the driver's side taillight cavity. Next, install the taillight adapter by clipping it into the taillight and then clipping the factory wiring harness into the other side. Secure it out of the way. Take the other taillight adapter with the extra 2-pin plug and connect it to the long black wire we previously ran. Red to red, white to white, and black to black. Connect the license plate extension wire that we previously ran to the 2-pin plug on the taillight adapter. Clip the taillight adapter into the factory wiring harness and then clip the other side into the factory taillight. Tidy up any excess wire by tying it up and securing it inside of the driver's taillight cavity. remove both of your signature lights by first disconnecting the factory wiring harness and removing the single bolt. Once these are removed, the light should easily pull free. Install your replacement signature light from our WD Electronics Street Legal kit by pushing it into place and reinstalling the bulb. You will now run your signature light harness from the control module inside the machine. Run it through the rubber grommet on the firewall. Run one connector to each signature light, making sure to run the one with the driver's side label to the driver's side of the machine. Secure the wires away from any hot or moving parts and secure any excess harness inside by the control box. If you opted for the sequential LED option, you will install them by backing out your headlights about 1/4 inch using the headlight adjustment screws. There is one top and one bottom on each side. You will route the LED strips on the top side of the headlight. Insert the harness from the LED strip on the inside corner of the headlight. The groove on the bottom of the LED strip will sandwich in between the body panel and the headlight. Tuck any excess strip inside of the fender. Once you are satisfied with the placement of the LEDs, tighten back up the headlight adjustment screws to secure the strip in place. Run the harness for the sequential LEDs the same way you would have run the accent light harness in the last step. Either of our front turn signal options can be run independently or together. Remove the 4 Torx bolts from the front cover of the instrument cluster. Next, depress the 3 tabs at the top of the screen with small screwdrivers or pick tools, being careful not to scratch the display. Once the tabs are released, pull the display out carefully. Unplug the display's connector by pulling the red locking tab back. Pressing on the locking tab and pulling the connector free. Carefully set the display aside. Insert small screwdrivers or pick tools into the opening on each side of the white locking retainer to release it. Remove the retainer and set it aside. Remove the white dummy pins from the 4th from the left position on both the top and bottom rows. The pins are removed by lifting the locking tab and pushing them out from the rear of the plug. Insert the dash indicator harness pins into the slots in the fourth from the left position. The black wire goes on the top row and the red wire goes on the bottom row. Make sure all pins are seated correctly and reinsert the white retainer and clip it into place. Connect the power extension harness for the main control box to the factory accessory plug. This plug is normally located up under the dashboard with a white dummy plug on the other side of it. Thanks for watching. For install related questions, visit our website at wdelectronics.com.